Welcome back, everyone. In this first chapter, we are going to build the foundation of every website, the structure of an HTML. By the end of this lesson, you will know exactly how a web page starts, what each tag means, and how to see your work live in a browser. So open up your computer, get ready to type along with me, and let's get started by creating our first web page from scratch. Segment 2. Setting up your editor. First thing first, we need a code editor. You can technically use Notepad or TextEdit, but trust me, using a professional editor will make your life so much easier. I recommend using Visual Studio Code, also called VS Code. It's completely free, works on Windows, Mac, and Linux, and has a built-in support for HTML. Go to visualstudiocode.com and download the version for your operating system. Once it's installed, open it up. Inside VS Code, click File, New File, and then Save As. Name it as index.html. The .html extension tells the computer that this is a HTML file. Segment 3. Creating the basic structure. Great. Now we are ready to write our very first HTML code. Type exactly what I say, and I'll explain each piece as we go. Exclaim .tab HTML. This line tells the browser, hey, this is a HTML5 document. Without it, some browser might switch to an old compatible mode, and we don't want that. Next, open the HTML element itself. In that, we'll write HTML language EN, which means this wrap everything's up on your page, and the language English part just means that the page needs to be written in English. Inside the HTML tag, you'll create two main sections, the head and the body. Segment 4. Understanding the head section. Let's start with the head section. I'm going to write the code and then I'm going to explain it later. The head holds information about the page, things the user doesn't directly see. The meta tag that you can see over here ensures all characters, including emojis and special characters, display correctly. And the title tag controls what appears on your browser tab. Segment 5. Creating the body section. The H1 tag represents the main heading of our page. It's the biggest and the most important text. The P tag is short for paragraph and is used for normal blocks of text. Now save this file again and then right click on it and open with Chrome browser. And there we go, our first web page displaying on the screen. Congratulations, you have just built your first page. Segment 6. Breaking down the structure. Let's quickly review what you just did. The .tab declares the HTML version. The HTML element wraps everything. The head contains metadata, information about the document, and the body holds everything that the user sees in the canvas. Think of the head as the brain and the body as, well, the body. Segment 7. Inspecting the page in the browser. Now here's a cool trick. Right-click anywhere on your web page and choose Inspect. You'll see the browser's developer tool open up. Just let you peek behind the scene at the actual HTML your browser is rendering. You can even hover over an element and the browser will highlight them on screen. This is one of the best way to learn, see how other websites are built live. And this doesn't work only on your website, but also on the other live websites that's out there in the internet. Segment 8. Common mistakes beginners make. Before we move on, let's talk about some very common mistakes. Mistake 1. Forgetting to close tags. Always make sure every opening tag has a matching closing tag, unless it's a self-closing tag like image or line break. Mistake 2. Misspelling tag names. HTML tags are not case sensitive, but typos still break your structure. Mistake 3. Saving your file without the HTML extension, then wondering why nothing happens in the browser. This is one of the biggest mistakes that students tend to make. So make sure you double check all of this. Segment 9. Exploring the HTML tree. Every HTML document is structured like a tree. The root is HTML. Inside it, you'll have the head and the body as two main branches. Inside the body, you'll have smaller branches like your headings, paragraphs, links, images, and so on and so forth. Understanding this tree helps you debug your code and work better with CSS later. Segment 10. Mini practice challenge. Time for a quick challenge. Create a new file called practice.html. Inside it, write the structure from scratch. No copying and pasting, alright? Add this content. First, a title page that says My Practice Page. Second, a heading that says Welcome to my portfolio. Third, and a short paragraph introducing yourself and your work. Now save it, open it in the browser, and admire your work and showcase to your friends. If you can do that confidently, you have mastered the fundamentals of HTML structure. Segment 11. Wrap up. Great job finishing chapter 1. You have learned how to install your editor, create your first HTML file, and understanding the structure of the head and the body, and preview it in the browser. In next chapter, we'll dive into headings, paragraphs, and text formatting, where you'll learn to control and style your text like a pro. See you there.